All right. Okay, I got something sent from Brunt probably about 4 days or so ago. And this is a pair of Brunt work boots. And I believe these are called, the Distasio. I guess that's how you pronounce that, Distasio. But what they are is logging boots. And I got an email from them here recently saying that they seen my channel and enjoyed the videos and that they'd like to send me a pair of these boots to try out. And so I'm going to do that. Mine are actually wearing out right now, the ones I have now, and I'll show them closer here a little bit later. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to open these up and give my initial review of them, what I think of them. And then I'm going to split some wood today and kind of just walk around on the terrain that I normally walk on. And if you have seen my videos, you know that I walk a lot of hills and stuff like that. And that's why I picked these. These are logger boots. These are made for loggers. And I think this is their most expensive boot too, if I'm not mistaken. And what excites me about this is when I looked it up on YouTube, there's a lot of reviews of Brunt boots, but I couldn't find any reviews, I don't think, of this one. There may have been one video that was a short. And so I plan to do a review of unboxing them. And then also I plan to do like a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 1-year review on them. And I'm going to give my honest opinion on them. I'm very thankful that they reach out to me and are willing to work with me and stuff. And here later in the description, I'll put a code that, if you decide to buy a pair of these for yourself, you can type that code in and it'll give you $10 off on it. And so I really appreciate Brunt for doing this. These boots were around close to $200, I think $180 some a pair, and they sent them for free, for me to try out. So I'm really thankful for that. So I'm going to give my honest review on them. I'm going to tell you, the ups and downs on them. The ones I have right now that are failing on me. I actually stepped in this little creek here a little bit ago and got water. I felt water go in my boot. So, and that's where they're failing at, where the boot attaches to the sole. It's breaking apart there and it's allowing water to get in. These are supposed to be waterproof boots, and I think they're failing me now. This is about 6 or 7 months I've used them. So I'll definitely put these to the test. I do landscaping in the summer, and I'm going to be doing firewood all summer this year too. I plan to. So they're going to be put to the test. We'll see how they do. But I'm going to give my honest opinion on this and tell you whether I recommend them or not. I can't recommend them right now to you because I haven't tried them. But like I said, after about 3 months is when I'll do my first review. And I'll give you my honest opinion on it, whether I think you should get it or not. If you want to go ahead and try a pair of these, though, you can get $10 off, and they're not really expensive boots. I think this is their most expensive pair, and it's around $186 or something of that nature, One of their real popular boots called the Marin, I think it's called, the Brunt Marin. It's around 150 some, and it seemed to have pretty good reviews. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox this now and get a look at them. I've been excited to take a look at these for a while now, actually. So, see how they look. And what I'll do, I'll bring this closer, actually. Okay, let's check this out. Packing slip. Michael Rogers from Brunt. So that's just the packing slip here. Look at this little sticker they send. I'll probably put that on my truck. I may be tearing it off later too. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to give my honest opinion on them. I really appreciate these guys for sending me these, and I understand, they're trying to promote their business and everything, and it seems like they are growing. I think they're relatively new, but not really new, but I don't think they're really out there as much as some other brands are. Oh man, they look good. They look good. So let's see here. Waterproof. Look at the grip on the bottom here. Now these are leather, I believe, too. Yep, upper leather, outsole rubber. These are, I wear 10.5. And you can get them wide too. I think they have like a triple layer insole in them. Yeah, triple layer comfort. I do like how these go up high. Okay. But as you can see here, it says Brunt here. These are composite toe, by the way. These aren't steel toe, so I can tell you right now, they feel like they're half the weight of the boots I have on right now. The boots I have on right now all together, I think, are 2 pounds. I mean, with both of them together, so I think they're a little over a pound each. This feels pretty light. It definitely feels lighter than what I've got on. But it's where that's composite toe instead of steel toe. And I usually wear a pretty wide boot, so I'll have to see how these fit me. And they had this heel on them as well for their logging boots, and that's for when you're going uphill, which I do a lot around here. I'm in the same exact terrain. I'm not a logger. I'm a firewood business, you know, and I'm also a landscaper. But I'm in the same terrain as loggers are, the same exact terrain, really. When I'm in, especially in the wintertime when I'm doing firewood. So what I'm doing pretty much where I get most of my firewood is logged out land. So I'm going behind the loggers. I'm going on their trails, you know, to the very places where they cut down these trees a lot of time. And so I'm walking up the same hills they walk up and things like that. I'm right there in the same terrain as a logger and doing similar work as well. But my other boots where they failed was right here though. Where this right here, you know, the boot itself, the leather attaches to this insole down here, the sole of the boot down here. And what happened was this was coming apart and water was getting in right there. So these are supposed to be waterproof. And this is where I'm wondering how well these things will hold up. That's where I'm afraid they'll fail at. For one, we'll see how well this holds up, you know, over time. We'll see how well that holds up, the tread of the boot, you know, if it wears down really quick or if it holds up for a while. And then right here is where I'm concerned, you know, where this coming apart, you know, the boot coming apart right here and allowing water and stuff to get in. And we've had this on the back here, and it looks like it's just some protection for the back of the boot here. And then here's a little eye for you to grab and pull your boots on. They seem like they're pretty well made boots. And so, as I said, I'm going to give my honest review. I wonder how well these strings will hold up too, these boot strings. Wonder how strong they are, tough they are, resilient. But we'll see how well those hold up, the strings. As you see here, here's the strings, and we'll see how resilient those are, how well those hold up. That's something I'm concerned about, you know, is how well these hold up, the strings and stuff. And then also, as I said, the tread here on the bottom, we'll see how long that lasts, you know, before it wears out. And, you know, these start to wear down just like a tire on your vehicle. The tread on it wears down over time. And I'm telling you right now, I'm in an environment that's going to put these things to the test. So if these wear out on me, you know, within 3 months or something, like the ones I have right now are wearing out on me. They've wore out on me, begin to anyways, within 6 months, you know, or so, around that. 6 months, 7 months, something of that nature, if I'm not mistaken, which to me isn't the greatest. You know, I want boots I'd like boots to last me a year at least, you know, work boots. And I understand sometimes that costs more. The thing about these are about mid-price. You know, these aren't cheap, but if they're a good boot, they're worth its price. Now, if they're not, I'm not going to be willing to pay that price for something like this. So we'll just see how it does. And another thing I'm going to see is, you know, how well these hold up. The eyes here on the boot, these little eyelets here, if they pop off easily or not, because that's a big concern. You know, anywhere that the boot fails at, you know, is I'm gonna mention that. But one of the main things though is right here, you know, and then the comfort of the boot as well. How well these feel on your feet, because when you're doing this all day in an environment like this, to where you're out on hillsides and stuff like that, uh, it really affects not just your feet, but it affects your legs and everything, your back, because your support starts right here at your feet, you know. So if you've got good support here, then your back and legs and everything else is going to feel better as well when you get home. But if your support here is failing, when you get home, you're going to be feeling it in your knees and your back and your legs, so in your feet. So we'll see how well these do. But I'm very thankful for them to send me a pair of these. They're nice looking boots, you know, leather and waterproof. As I said, they've got this on the back. It just looks like somewhat of a guard, you know, in case you scuff your foot on something on the back. And you see the Brunt logo there. This eye here to pull the boots on. The strings, as I said, we'll see how well those hold up. If I have to replace those, it's not a huge deal, you know. But all of those things are a factor when you're buying boots, you know. And then there's the Brunt logo on the front as well. And we'll see how these do, though. See how they fit. I'm excited to put these on right now. That's what I'm about to do. And we're going to test them out. As I said, we're going to hand split a little bit. And I'm just going to walk this terrain a little bit and see how they feel. And it's going to take a while for these to get broke in. You know, they're not going to be broke in right off the bat. They're not going to be comfortable right off the bat. I don't believe so anyways. I don't expect them to be. Okay, right off the bat with these boots, something I had to do, because I have a wider foot. They've got this triple layer comfort in them, and if they're too tight for you, you can take this out and you still have another insole in there. So there's no way I can wear them with these. And I noticed something after I ordered them, that I think they had a wider size. I should have got those. As you see this boot here, my old one compared to that one, how much wider it is. Quite a bit wider. So, but I took that out and they're fitting better now. So I'm gonna tighten them up and see how they do. That right there is gonna come out for me. And I hate that, really, because that's a lot more comfort that you could have if you had that, you know. A good insole is very important on your boot. See how waterproof these are. They're supposed to be waterproof, right? So far, nothing.
What? Wow.
Which that's what you want, you know, if they're supposed to be waterproof. But how long will they remain that way is to be seen, you know. Like, I can feel the coolness of the water on my boots, through my boots right now. I can feel the coolness of the water, but no water's coming in. A while ago, I stepped in those right there and water came in instantly. And one thing about these boots for me, like I said, I have a wider foot. I wear a 10.5, but I have a wider foot, and my old boots are wider. These aren't. But when I took the insole out, that helped a lot. I'm able to get my foot in there and everything. And another thing too, these boots have to be broke in. Those are very well broke in. But as I was saying, like right now, there's no water getting in. You can look at my boot down here. See how deep it is. There's no water getting in, actually. I mean, I definitely feel coolness on the outside of my boot, but no water is in. And so a while ago, when I stepped in the water with these, water got in. Let's see. But here's what I'm talking about the boots failing at. See this here? See how that's coming apart right there? That allows water to get in. And a while ago, when I stepped in these boots here, look right here. See that? I mean, these are really about to fall apart. So Brunt sent them really just in time. And that's what I'm wondering about with these Brunts, how well they'll hold up in that same area. And these aren't anything fancy or special, but they were actually, these are just run-of-the-mill Walmart boots, Survivors. But I bought like the higher dollar ones. These were like $100 for these, which isn't real expensive. And so these right here are like $186 or something of that nature, if I'm not mistaken. These were around 186, the Brunts, and these were like 100. So we'll compare. You know, there's an $86 difference in the boots. We'll see if there's a quality difference as far as how they hold up and everything. Because I've actually seen guys do tests on these with like testing the steel toe and just testing how tough they are and everything to tear apart from here and everything. And these actually held up pretty decent. Probably nothing like a Red Wing or anything like that. But me, myself, I don't come from a lot of money on either side of my family. I don't make a whole lot of money myself. And so I'm always trying to manage my money and get a good deal. And that's what Brunt is supposed to represent, is quality for a fair price, though, at the same time. You know, they're supposed to give you a good quality boot, but not charge you too much for that in the process. And so we'll see how well they do at that. This one right here wasn't a real bad price, but it's not the greatest quality. I mean, for some people it might be, but for me it didn't. You know what I do, it held up for 6 months to 7 months, and now it's falling apart on me, which to me isn't the best thing. So if these can hold up, you know, a year, that'd be great. You know, I definitely, that's really what I want out of a quality boot. They should be able to hold up for a year, in my opinion. And some jobs are harder than others on boots, much harder. What I do right here is pretty physical and stuff, and it's pretty strenuous, and it's just a lot of wear and tear on your equipment, your clothes as well, you know, my pants, everything. But I'm going to give these a chance. I'm very thankful to be able to give them a chance, and I'm going to give my honest review on them. Another thing they sent too is this here. It's like a cloth, I guess, to clean your boots with. It says Brunt on it. Pretty nice. 786, 787, 788. So far, pretty good. I've also got a microphone now and a better camera, so that helps a whole lot. Since my last videos and everything, I've noticed this thing right here, we tested it at home and it works great. So about to split a little bit with these Brunts. They are waterproof, so they pass for that. As far as the comfort test goes, these boots are new, so they'll have to be broken before I can really give an answer on that. But my initial impression is that so far I like them. I like them quite a bit. I'm just excited to see how they do once they're broken as well, and to see how long they hold up for too. That's another thing that's very important is their durability, you know, and how long they'll hold up to the work that I'm going to put them through in this sort of line of work that I do. So, but right now we're going to go split and see how they feel splitting in. It's going to take a while. I'll have these on my feet probably every day, and until I get them broke in, and then from there on I'll have them on my feet every day as well. You know, because I wear my work boots at home too. I don't wear tennis shoes. I don't even own a pair of tennis shoes. And if I'm not wearing these, I have like a pair of house shoes I wear every now and then, but most of the time I'm wearing my work boots. So for me, work boots are all the time on my feet pretty much when I'm awake. And even my wife even gets on to me all the time for wearing them inside in the living room and stuff. So they're on my feet a lot, so they are very important to me. But we're going to split some of this right now, some of this oak, and beautiful day today. Spring weather's here, and just split and break these boots in. Put them to the test. I ordered these little microphones as well online, and I may put a link to the description. Those, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. As far as Brunt goes, I will have an affiliate link for them to where you can type in a code and get $10 off your first pair. So I'll type that in the description, and I may actually put that up on the screen as well. But these little microphones here, they're great. I mean, so far I'm very happy with them. Comes with its own little case, comes with 2 microphones. And then it comes with the piece too that it runs on your phone battery. You put it into your charging port on your phone, and it runs off your phone battery, so it's pretty handy. And that's what connects to this microphone. And that was something I've had issues with since I've had my YouTube channel, is the audio. Now this thing, I just get it right here and clip it on my shirt, and then you can hear me so much better now. Plus I've got, like I said, a better phone. It's got a 4K camera on it, and so that should help a lot. But we're going to go ahead and get to splitting some of this oak. You should be able to hear me pretty well now. Even though I'm over here, you should be able to hear me because of this microphone, which is very handy. But yeah, I'm excited about getting these boots broke in. What is it, Cardi? Won't have to what? Yeah. You want to come cameraman, Carter? So what do you think about them, Carter, so far? Good? They're definitely lighter because of that composite toe. Huh? Yeah, kind of like this, the composite handle on this fiskars. Okay. So some beautiful wood here. Somebody was trying to say this was chestnut oak, and I've been calling it red oak. This is wet wood. It's not dry. This tree was still connected to the root system. You'll probably be able to hear all the sounds I make so much better now because I breathe every time I swing. And that's one thing that'll keep you from wearing out so much. If you hold your breath when you exert force, you'll tire a lot quicker because you're not breathing the way you need to. I used to have a friend that when I did lift weights, when I was younger, in my early 20s, maybe a teenager, and he would always hold his breath whenever he would lift. And I always told him, I said, you need to exhale when you're doing that. It's like a boxer when they throw a punch. I don't watch any of that stuff. I'm not into that stuff big or anything like that, but I'm saying, if you notice when they throw a punch, they make a sound every time. What they're doing is they're exhaling, and that keeps you from tiring. All those things are very important when you're doing this stuff. Look at that split. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that way. Wow, well, we're here. I hear it's echoing big time. But yeah, so far with these Brunt boots, I'm pretty happy with them. But as everybody knows, that gets a new pair of boots, you have a break-in period. So I'll give my honest opinion in about 3 months on them. So we're in March right now. So in around June, I'll give my honest opinion. I'll do a 3-month review and see what we think about them. I know it's been a while since I've done a video too. I've been waiting on a few different things. Honestly, one was the phone, the microphone. Got some merchandise from my own store that I think it's supposed to be in already, but maybe the post office has it. And then these boots too. I was pretty excited to do this video. But yeah, Brunt reached out to me, and I've noticed they have to a lot of other YouTubers as well, because I've kind of researched them since they have. And lots of other YouTubers have done reviews as well. And some of the reviews were like an initial review like this one, and some of them were even a year later. Like a guy I think did the Brunt Marin after a year, and they seemed to hold up pretty good for him. But like I said, I haven't really seen anybody do a review on these really. I think I've seen one short on these, the Brunt Distasio, and it's the logger boot, you know. And as I said, I'm in the same terrain as loggers. This is logged out land. This is where they work. So this I believe will work good for me in landscaping and in this. And so I'm happy with they let me pick. They sent me a list and told me I could pick whichever ones I want, and these are the ones I picked, which I believe is our most expensive boot, if I'm not mistaken. And I do like having a composite toe as well. I mean, I'm fine with steel toe too. These are definitely lighter, but I've been wearing steel toe boots since I was 18 years old for the most part. As I said, I don't even own a pair of tennis shoes. I'm not a flip-flop guy. I never have been. But sandals, or not sandals, house shoes is about the only other thing I wear really outside of boots. That's just me though. And so far, pretty happy with these. As I said, my work boots are on a lot. That's what I wear pretty much all the time until I go to bed or get in, you know, and sit down and relax, and I'll take them off. Usually Carter takes them off. He's my boot remover usually. Huh? You think? I don't know if they make these for kids or not. We may check into that though. I think Carter's due for a pair too, aren't you, Carter? Brunt sent those honestly right in time to me, because I mean I could have kept pushing those, and I probably would have. Usually that's what I do with my stuff. But Definitely don't like working with wet feet, though I've done it many times, but yeah, I don't like it. Don't prefer it. I don't think anybody likes it too much. It's warmer weather. I've done got a sweat going. How many rounds do we have here? 10? I think we had 10. Yeah, that's that. A little out of breath, but nothing that's unusual to me. So, anyways, this is just going to be a video of just kind of a review of the Brunt Distasio logging boots, and showing you kind of what I do, which many people already know that watch me, but showing you what kind of stuff they'll be put through with me wearing them, which is walking on heel, walking through water, a lot of rough terrain, and tools like that, maybe every now and then hitting the sides of them or something. Hopefully you don't ever do that with your axe, but what I'm saying is, like, sometimes I'll even do this and kind of kick my axe, kick my axe with my boot if it's stuck or something. So that's all stuff that over time is wear and tear, but we'll see how well they hold up to that. But I appreciate it, Brunt, for you sending them. That way we can try these out. And there's the little cloth they sent, the box and everything. Pretty excited about seeing how they do long term. I may be a new Brunt buyer from here on, if they do well. And honestly, right now they're already feeling better. I know that they're not broke in, but I've got them wet already, and they held up good to that, and they're just feeling better now. I've moved around in them. I can have perfect use for the Brunt rag too. Probably won't use it for the boots a whole lot, but what it's meant for. But great for wiping off with when you got a sweat broke dirt all over your face.